old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Leads it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rhodes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll try to move on from that first down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Cavaliers offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Going downfield for the big play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is a guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same play.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Off the play fake on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback.
Into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cavaliers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Washington. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It's as if, oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Going right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the... Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jennings. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rhodes. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they can't quite hook up on the outside. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called. And oh, he's got some space. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this head coach has been a riverboat gambler all game long. He keeps going for it on 4th down. That now the 3rd time he's gone for it.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Going with the ground game left. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Dropping back, it's Washington. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the ground with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for space. It's Prince. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Trying the left side. Gets it inside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Washington. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense starts deep in a hole. Going right to work up top. Fires left. Complete downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the right side. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it their own move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finding an escape route. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try to get outside. Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue.